38-year-old in rehab. Finish me. Do you smile like that for your victims? I've got opiates in my mom's van kids. This is the face I'll see every time someone tells me that they were molested by a relative now. Thanks guys. Went from sucking dudes off in the glory holes to cleaning them. Good for you. True inspiration. This is his Employee of the Month picture. Judging by that nose, I can see why it must have been so easy for you to get hooked. The Dyson of Coke Vax. Are you in rehab again? What happened the first time? You and another guy are taking pictures of each other in the men's room. This roast just writes itself. The first step is admitting you have a problem. The second step is realizing drugs weren't the real problem. Cool house. Do you need rehab, or does the world need rehab from you? I am an aspiring actress. Try hard. Those off-kilter, pursed duck lips will be put through a lot as you become an actress. It's a hard industry. Hope you're ready to sit on a different kind of black chair. That won't be the only black thing she sits on in her career.
Best of luck with that Bell's palsy. It's from her biggest fan. Her only fan. I'll Take It is the name of the only movie you will ever be in. You look like you have no gag reflex but somehow still give boring head. Not only will you not become an actress, but you won't even end up being shit out the bottom of the porn industry. I do give boring heads.
You'll be a great barista who all the customers think is kinda hot. Extra on some Lifetime or Hallmark Channel movie or TV crime show. Generic receptionist, Mr. Ward will see you now. Generic best friend who vanishes once the lead meets her soulmate. I'll catch up with you later, Tracy. You won't see her again until the big party at the end. Generic victim on SVU. I remember having a glass of Merlot with Brad. The next thing I remember is nothing. It was all a blur. Doesn't even get the full L&O experience and go to the witness stand. Spoiler alert, improper evidence handling procedure by the CSIs. Generic ex-girlfriend, and the first one to die on direct-to-DVD slasher flick Cabin Fever Killer. Her character was stupid enough to go jogging, alone, in the woods at 1 a.m. dropped her phone in the river, so no one will hear her scream. That would still be giving her too much credit. Lol, no, you're unemployed. You look like you could have been a child actress, and later an alcoholic down the road out of limelight. But since you blew that shot already, alcoholism is left, an obvious sign says you working on it already. Legs bigger than your acting career. Depending on what actress you want to become, your popularity level will vary greatly. Aspiring says it all. It's a shame Harvey Weinstein has been exposed because he's the only guy that would have been able to give you any sort of career. Made this all on me own today, took me 4 hours. Roast me back to ground level please. Whatever keeps you out of the playground. Dude needs to stay indoors at all cost. I'm pretty sure he's going to mail a bomb to this thing from his cabin in the woods. Ted Kringinski. I bet your parents were so annoyed when you proudly trotted back upstairs with what they thought might keep you out of their living area for the day. Are we supposed to be impressed that it took you 4 hours to write that roast me sign? Solid misdirection. He obviously means took him 4 hours to take the picture cause he had to get someone to do it without any friends. If lack of human interaction had a face. You look like the great value Bob Ross. Go away. Nobody wants a Saved by the Bell reunion. 4 hour? Wow, that's impressive. And I bet you wonder why girls won't date such a nice guy. You were my favorite bad guy in Home Alone. Come on, it can't be that hard. You look like Harry Potter decided to go into gay porn instead of wizardry. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Bone. Harry Potter and the Half-Chub Prince. Harry Potter and the Half-Chub Prince. Harry Potter and the Deftly Swallows. Harry Potter and he deftly swallowed. Harry Potter and he definitely swallows. The Prisoner of Azkaban. The Chamber of Syphilis. Come on, it can't be that hard. Things you hope you never hear your dad say. You remind me of a young Steven Spielberg. Except for maybe the ambition or creativity. You did get his looks, though. This the kinda guy that deletes his laptop history regular, even though he lives alone. Your hair says 80s school dirtbag. Your face says divorced father. Can only get the kids every other weekend. Your arms say I work out when I feel like it. Your chest says teen F-boy trying to ask for nudes. You're a wanker, Harry. I'm an art major from Michigan, do your worst. Jesus, that water in Flint really is doing a number of people. She looks like she colored herself outside the lines. 2009 called, they said they think it's time to break up. Damn, not again. You look like a goth girl that can't afford the makeup nor the clothes. You look like a slutty version of Jessie from the Team Rocket in the Pokémon anime without the shit ton of spray net. With your art major, you will be as successful to get a job as she is to catch that Pikachu. How much do I pay you for an alleyway blowjob? $20 a minute. Cash or credit? Cash, but I'll give you $10 for 30 seconds since we are both disappointments. Barista checklist. Art major. Nasal piercing. Red, blue, green hair. Black nail polish. Congrats, this checklist is the only thing in life you've actually done well. Certainly not the look you're trying for, cause it's ugly AF. But then, Michigan isn't exactly known for much good. If you're an art major, you should do something better with that canvas you call a face. How to spot a female art student. Must dyed her hair to a shade of red, black, purple, blue or neon green. Must wear clothing that looks like it came out of Hot Topic. Has to draw in the generic SJW Tumblr style. Listens to lots of underground artists. Must have a haircut that's hybrid look of rocker 2004 and hipster trash 2015. Must believe in some weird spiritual hippie level stuff. Must complain about social issues on Twitter. And promotes all her social media and patrons account in every single art post she makes. God, Michigan is just straight up home to generic shit, ain't it? The human equivalent of a dirty paintbrush. 26 Yo ex fratstar. Getting ready for my wedding with a girl I got engaged to after 4 months. My dad is my barber, boss, and best man, give me your worst. Daddy give me the Trump. Daddy also gave him the Ivanka, let's not talk about that. You need a new barber, boss, best man and dad if that's how he's cutting that hair. By fratstar, you mean you got laid in college by drugging women at parties. Your hair looks like a lunch lady hair net. Holy fuck, is Dennis the Menace? How is Mr. Wilson? Is your dad the father of the bride as well? What else are you keeping in the family? No need to give it our worst, you already outdid us. You're just an Ed Sheeran impersonator who's trying to molest some children. You can't do any worse to me than I've experienced in high school. Rip me a new one if you can. Congrats on graduating in 2019. I'm sure those 4 extra years just flew by after the first 4 years. The kids can be cruel to the custodians. Bold move assuming he is allowed to be anywhere near minors. Bold move assuming that stops him. Not allowed within 100 yards of that high school anymore, huh? More like 1,000 yards. You look like a meth head version of Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. You're not prepared for half of these roasts when you post this already on the verge of tears. We can't do any worse than God's already done, sorry man. You look like you finished high school, went to take a nap in the basement and woke up 25 years later with a terrible headache, 2 illegitimate kids and an alcohol problem. High school was like 35 years ago for you. It's okay to move on. Tears of a clown, in jail, during a riot, when the mob finds out you've been a narc. You look like Harry Potter after one serious meth adiciton, who, after Ginny left him, tried to fill that empty void with food. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell button.